That's why I said August. I'm gonna do August.
What's good, friends and family? Mr. Flip Flop in the building. If you hear some noise in the background, it's because Russell Taylor decided to what do you call it, photo bomb, YouTube bomb my show.
Man, don't act. He act like the first time.
He literally like, no, it's funny because did you know I was going live? Because it's weird when you walked up. Yeah, look. He walked up.
He acting like this first time I've been this motherfucker. Look, I go behind the bar and fix my
shit. Congrats to Russ again on his newborn. Congrats.
Too old to be doing this.
But hold on, it's funny because when he walked up, I said, Russell, I'm getting set up for the show. Shout out to Russell Taylor in the building at Flip Flop right now.
Oh, I'm gonna spill a secret.
There we go. Go ahead.
Look, I came in here tonight, right? I said, let me go see my little brother. I said, listen, I'm gonna buy everybody a drink. This motherfucker drinking wine.
They know I drink wine. They know it. But you ain't buying wine, so don't worry about that.
I said, I'm not buying no fucking wine. I ain't trying to date you. I'm just trying to buy you a drink. I ain't buying no man no goddamn wine. I'm buying you a real drink. Matter of fact, me and more. Give me that round again. Give me that round again.
Here we go.
I ain't buying no goddamn. No.
Now,
but usually, I'm cutting out after this because I'm not.
I was about to say, usually these nights
no.
don't end out well.
Never. No. I'm out. No. This is last. This is cut off. Like time out. Oh. Hey, listen. You gonna be at Brooklyn Bridge Saturday, right?
I'm gonna be in Columbia. It's 26. I'll be in Columbia the 24th.
All right. Yeah. Can I say something?
Go ahead, brother.
Oh, listen. If you're gonna be in Sasua, we're gonna be at Brooklyn Bridge. We having hangover for
and I saw the flyer too.
So what we're doing is a food drive for Castellania Felicia's orphanage. I know I've been involved in the orphanage for 5 years. So we're going to the money that we make that night, that Saturday night, we're going to go Sunday shopping after whatever time we wake up.
Whatever time.
And we're going to gift that to the orphanage. So the loser has to pay $250. The winner still has to pay $100.
Facts.
And for anybody who comes there, have a drink or whatever, we'll have a box there, and you can donate 500 pesos, $2.
Make sure you donate for the kids.
Whatever you got. It's for the kids. Absolutely 100% goes to the kids. 100% goes to the kids. Let me repeat.
It's a good call.
100% of the money goes to the food drive that we're gonna pick up tomorrow. We're gonna go to Playeros or Super Polar. I'm be too fucked up.
Say it again. It's Saturday the 26th.
Saturday 26th.
Saturday the 26th.
Hang on. There you go. All right. So come and get drunk with us.
Saturday the 26th. Check Russell out at Brooklyn Bridge.
Look, brother.
Thank you, baby.
Oh man, thank you, brother.
Oh, I think he's done with that one here.
Carl? Shout out to my boy Carl. Just gave us 500 pesos.
Already got some donations
for a cause. Look at this. Real money.
Oh wait a minute. You know I can't allow that. I got to go in the bag too. Then I got to donate. I got to donate too.
And we already got.
Matter of fact, I won't be here, so here goes 2,000 right there.
Oh, hold on. We got 2,500. Hang up for a call.
There you go.
Hang up for a call.
1,000 from me and 1,000 from Paradise Life in advance. I know my guys are going to donate.
Thank you, Paradise Life. Thank you, little bro. Yeah, I know. I call him Greg, a.k.a. Flip. Yeah,
whatever.
Anyway, I'm out. I got my own shit.
This is going to be an interesting night. Hey, salute, fellas. Salute. This is going to be an interesting night, guys. Real talk. It's weird. He just pulled up, and I was laughing when he walked up. I was like, oh, man. Let me catch you with these comments. And by the way, don't forget that. So, Russell Taylor, March 26th. I, unfortunately, will be in Columbia at the time of Paradise Life. It's 5? You said 5?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Yep.
March 26th, which is not this weekend, but next weekend. Meet up with me at Brooklyn Bridge. And
yeah, that's very
hang over for a cause. Go donate, get some drinks, enjoy Brooklyn Bridge with Russ, and have some fun and donate for the cause. So stay tuned for that. As you guys know, I will be in Colombia on the 24th. Paradise Life will be out there, Cartagena, the Medellin. Then Brazil, August 4th. And you guys know Halloween. I've sold listen, it's only March, and I've sold a bunch of spots for Halloween, so that's pretty dope. Shout out to you guys. Memorial Weekend. Excuse me. Let me find my notes right here. Let's find my notes. Memorial Weekend. Saturday the 28th. I will be doing a boat party. Like I said, Sunday is shout out to Big Tigger, Courtland, Marv got him. The Memorial Weekend Getaway crew. I'm doing their boat party Sunday. So Saturday we will have a boat party with Paradise Life and myself. If you guys are pulling up, hit me ASAP. So Memorial Weekend on Saturday the 28th, I will be doing a boat party. All right, hit me up for details and come enjoy, man. Let me put my notes up here though. I have my notes. So that's that. Now let's get into this good topic tonight on how to find a good Dominican woman. Now, I gotta break it down to you guys. Now, I also did something. I did my research. I actually reached out for a couple of Dominican women I know, very good women who would make good wives and all that. And I asked them, and they responded in Spanish because we speak Spanish over here. And I'm gonna read that to you when we get halfway through this. Let me catch those comments up right here. My flip in the building. Dashem Delta One, what up? Dirty Workers in the building. Yo, so Kyla, what up? DJ Beloco, what up? M Foy. Yeah, you got a lot of congratulations from a lot of the people.
Thank you.
Young Philly. Yes, and the professional world famous Chicken Shack. You already know we here. And we got surprise guests in the building. But you can't beat that. Studio do what up? Jesse Short, like I said, I hit you. My Facebook said you're nearby. Dominic, what's good? Meet up.
Man, more. Oh, this is how come this is more sweet?
Nick Weber.
Okay. No.
He said it's sweet.
It's too sweet. It's like very sweet. Mucho dulce.
Appreciate you. He wants more alcohol.
Like mucho dulce.
Queens reign supreme. Shout out to you, brother. My internet's acting up. Roadhog, what up? Free Society, what up? Bro, that's weird, man. I got 3 internets here at the bar, and the past week and a half, 2 weeks. You've been acting crazy, man. Costa Rica makes well. That's what's up. Oh, and congrats to Russ again. Thanks for the drink, brother.
Absolutely, 100%. Salute.
Salute to the fam.
God bless you.
I don't have my drink. I'm gonna hold a glass of wine.
Oh, that would happen.
I ain't gonna drink it, but I'm gonna hold it.
G Styles, what up, baby? Jerry Hawk, what up?
You know, I'm a wine.
Matter of fact, congrats to G Styles. I haven't seen congrats to G Styles on his baby as well. He had a daughter. Shout out to the bro.
You know, every now and then at home, you know.
Oh well, JM. The thing with that is, I messed with a lot of Haitian women in America.
Yes,
I've only messed with a few in this country, but
I know.
Back home I messed with a lot. So it's kind of different. Like they're not. I don't think they're.
In the backyard.
I don't want to say level, but
You know what I love about you?
the ones I know in America are way different than the ones I know here. So I can't really speak on that as far as here.
And
I'm gonna speak on Dominicans here in Dominican Republic. See you soon, bro. Mo Music, what up?
Always get you.
Jesse Short, definitely. I'll be here, bro. I'll be here all day.
I am who I am.
Libby, what's good with you? And the Michigan State place right over here, bro. Right over here. Let's get those likes up. Thank you, Felicia. So, how to find a good Dominican woman? I gotta go to my other phone. Excuse me. I got so much notes. Like I said, I talked to some ladies today. And it's crazy having two of the same. I got two of the same phones. Anybody got a phone connect? I need that new Samsung, the new Galaxy. I got two of the same phones, so it'd be kind of crazy. Let me see what I so. First off, and I'm giving you how I feel you could find a good Dominican woman. So some guys will say the area. You can't go to Sosúa. I told you guys I proved that false already. I found my ex-fiance in Sosúa. The woman who was the woman of my dreams and who I was going to marry. No BS. And she wasn't working. She wasn't on the streets, but I met her in Sosúa. You know, so that's a farce. It's not about the area. It's where, and it's where in the area. If you walking down Pedro Casante and a girl grabs your hand and you think she's the woman of your dreams, that's not how it works. Okay, so my ex in Sosúa, we just met at a bar. I told a lot of that story a million times, but it's in Sosua. I didn't know who she was, if she was on the street, nothing. We met in the bar. We started kicking. I got to know her, and I'll get into that in a minute. And next thing you know, we were together for 3 years. Okay, and one of the most perfect women I've ever been with. As far as for me, that fit me and how I am. This woman was like amazing. I messed it up. The long story, I messed it up.
I got to break up.
Hey, listen, where you going now, brother?
I'm gonna go say hello to my brother Clarence.
Okay.
You know,
how long you staying in Sosua?
Not long, man.
I might run the streets a little bit tonight.
No.
If I see you, it's on.
No.
I see you, it's on.
Hold on, but y'all know, like in The Godfather, this how you know in the family, right? There you go. All right.
Be safe, bro. All right.
Don't
forget your stuff, bro.
All right. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all. Come out
Saturday 26.
And Grace, as my auntie says, traveling mercies to my little brother Greg, travel to Brazil. I told him he need a fucking apartment over there.
So, question, Russ, now your life. When are you coming to Brazil with us?
I told you August. Greg said August. I'm coming August. Greg said
August 4th. We're in Brazil, Paradise Life.
I'm coming.
You say, bro.
It's written in stone. It's written in stone.
So, like I said,
so let it be written. So let it be done.
Let it be done. The areas. Be safe, bro.
All right.
Don't drop this. Don't drop this bottle either. Don't drop this bottle. The areas doesn't matter. Like I said, I met my ex-fiance in Sosua. She was not a working girl. She wasn't a working girl. She had a job. Okay. So the area doesn't matter. No area has better or more loyal women. That does not matter at all. Let's get that out the way.
You know I'm a New Yorker too.
Okay. Exactly, Timo. It's not every girl is a working girl. All right.
My son lives up in Harlem.
Now, one of the main things of how you find a good woman, all right? One of the main things and how you find a good woman in Dominican Republic. And I've said this a million times in the main videos, but I'm gonna break it down in this one. Do you speak Spanish? A lot of you guys are like, no, I don't speak Spanish. All right, here's the thing. Why do I gotta speak Spanish? It's too much work. I went to DR and not have to work as hard as I gotta work for a American woman. Well, guess what? If you don't speak the language, you won't have a girlfriend. You'll have somebody that you just kick it with through Google Translate, and you never really get to know each other. That's always my number one thing. You won't ever really have a real relationship unless you communicate. Okay? And there's a lot of, hold on, this goes for women, ladies, this goes for you too. There's a lot of women who are Dominican men and don't speak a lick of Spanish. And they swear they're in this loving relationship. They swear. Oh, he loved me. Pedro loved me. Jose loved me. And literally, there's no communication. None at all. Okay? No communication at all. So, one of the steps to even finding a good Dominican woman is being able to communicate. You have a little bit of Spanish, at least a little bit. Can you have a basic conversation with your lady? If you can barely communicate, how can you be in love? Te amo, te quiero mucho, te amo mucho. Ay, mi amor. How? When that's all you understand, te amo and te quiero, that's all you understand. That's all you understand. And they be like, te amo, amor. They talking about calling you, and you like, I love you too. No, I'm calling you. I love you too. No, I'm gonna call you. I love you too. Like, no. So that's a big problem right there, communication. All right. I want to fix the and like I said, I'm gonna get into my quotes from the ladies that sent me these messages. I want to fix the job or no job, school or no school. If they don't have a job, that doesn't mean she's not a good woman. There's not a lot of jobs around. if they have a job, that doesn't mean she is a good woman. There's a lot of chicks with jobs that just ain't shit. Call a spade a spade. If she goes to school, that doesn't mean she's a good woman. If she does not go to school, that doesn't mean she is not a good woman. Am I making sense right now? Just because she works does not make her good. Just because she goes to school does not make her good. Just because she doesn't work and doesn't go to school does not make her not good. Get that out your head. Lose the old head. Hey man, if she don't work, man, she ain't no good. She don't go to school, man, she ain't no good. Get the old head out your ear. I'm kicking real live knowledge right now, real live experience. Over 15 years in this country, I'm giving you game. I almost got married in this mofo. I've had women in abundance, but I've also had good women. So I thought, let me tell the people how you can do this. And I confirmed it with the conversation with the ladies as well. So I had a friend who would always go and interview his chicks that he would meet, Dominican chicks. And he would be like, what's your plans for 5 years from now? What's your plan for, huh? You're going to what? Be what? Oh, so give me Zara's gonna be a millionaire in 5 years. What's your plan in 5 years? What are you gonna do with your life? What is your goals? That's all good and dandy. But you can't get too scientific. All right. So I always told my boy, you can't get too scientific, but you do want to ask a woman what her plans are, because there's a lot of people, not just Dominicans, but there's a lot of people that can't see past their nose. Meaning they don't know what's going to happen tomorrow because they don't see anything past what they can see right now. So you want to ask certain questions, but you can't get too scientific. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us don't know what we're doing in 5 years. A lot of us don't know what we're doing tomorrow or the week after. So asking someone else that is like, well, how about you tell me your 5-year plan before you go ask somebody their 5-year plan? All right? So finding a good woman in the Dominican Republic. Someone asked me about dating sites, Tinder, Dominican Cupid, all those things. All right. I went through the thing with y'all, right? There's a lot of working girls on those sites because that's the back page. That's how they just meet guys to make it a little easier. And I was actually told this by a couple of females that they go on Tinder looking for guys who are looking for love. And that guy's usually willing to do a little bit more than the average guy who's just wanting some poontang, whatever, what do you call it? Some mangoo. Let's call it mangoo. So dating sites are cool. But as I've shown you when I went through the Tinder scrolls, I'm going to do a show on Tinder scrolls. You got to vet them out. A lot of chicks is on it just trying to get a couple bucks. They not really looking for a relationship. I actually saw a Tinder where the girl said, don't text me if you ain't about that paper. I was like, I like that girl. She's like, don't text me if it ain't about that paper. I was like, say no more. At least she honest, right? You have to really, those dating sites. Now, I'm not saying you won't. Not saying you won't meet some genuine chicks. But you have to, now, years ago, those dating sites were dope. Years ago, there were genuine chicks on there. They're like really wanted to find chicks. It was a minority of chicks that was just working back in the day. We're talking years ago. Now the majority of chicks outnumber the good chicks. So you don't know who you're dealing with. So you kind of got to vet that out a little bit and kind of have a conversation and so on. I want to make one point. I'm going to get to the comments in a second. And I'm going to take some questions before I go into the ladies' comments. I want to make a point to explain something to everybody. So you meet a girl. She brings you around her family. Just because a chick brings you around her family does not mean y'all made a love connection. Especially if you're using Google Translate saying see every 5 minutes. See. See, two sabes. Two sabes. Two sabes. They didn't ask you what you want for dinner if you got enough gas to get home. You like two sabes. You don't know. You have no idea what they said. So just because they bring you around a family, don't really mean nothing. All right. I stole this quote, but I love this quote. Just because they bring out a family don't mean ish. I'm gonna tell you why. You be the bank of the week, or you could be the flavor that they save you around here, neighbor. If you tell me what movie that is, that's dope. But you the Western Union for the week. You the food for the week. You the liquor for the week. You the party for the week. That don't mean they care about you. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean they care about you. Hope I'm making sense. Let me get to these comments real quick before we get back to the what I'm about to talk about. My internet is not clear. I'm sorry, guys. This is I've been trying to get this internet for weeks. Seriously. Global paper, Brazil or die. You already know. Miguel Torres in the building. Said the ball head crew. Shout out to you, Miguel. Yeah, Timo's, like I said, not every woman in Sasua is a working chick. So, all right. Not every chick you meet in Sasua is selling. Not every chick that got a job in Sasua is not selling. Does that make sense to you? Am I making sense? So don't just think she got a job. She's a good girl. That's not how it works. You got, like I said, you got to vet them out. You got to vet them out. You know what I'm saying? Daryl, what's good, baby? Don Omar in the building. Mark Brown, what's up with you? Roll Hawk, what up? Jackson Jeter in the building. He said, learn Spanish, mofos. Facts on facts. And we got Don Omar right here. He can teach you Spanish. Go to his channel. Habla conmigo. Get Spanish. Passport gang said, I'm here, cupcake, and I don't speak Spanish. They understand everything I want, and we can argue because I don't speak the language, but I have girls. Hold on. Now, that's cool. That's cool. But do you actually have a connection without speaking Spanish? And I'm not going to tell you about me. I'm going to give you what Dominican women said. So we're going to get into it in a minute. But do you really have a wifey? Do you really have a chick that's loyal to you and only rocking with you? You gotta think about that. If you can't communicate, some of y'all don't communicate in America. I said this before. Some of y'all don't communicate with your spouses in America, and y'all speak the same language, come from the same area, known each other for years, and y'all don't communicate. And y'all together, but you gonna really believe it's a real relationship with someone that's a totally different language, totally different culture, and there's really no communication other than Google Translate? Y'all got a handicap. There wasn't a Google Translate when I was here years ago. I be seeing these women out here grabbing these Dominican dudes, these dudes out here grabbing Dominican women. Google Translate saved y'all lives. Like, there was no WhatsApp or Google Translate when I started coming down here. I just sent text messages from my parties, and they were still popping. Earn money. You speak a decent amount of Spanish. You in the hood. You speak Spanish. There you go. Thank you, Earn Money, for that. Dominican Cupid, the men are looking for love, the women are looking for simps. Shout out to the dog team in the building. That's why I said, no, I'm Sankey Pankies too. I gotta shout my ladies out. There's a lot of ladies. Listen, I know a lot. See, I told you guys, I'm all around. I'm really outside. I know a lot of women that come down here and met all my homies. Some homies, some friends, some not. That mess with Dominican dudes. Some of them doing the same thing y'all doing, or looking for love as well, looking for Latin love. And so they going through it too. Like the weird part is they're a woman, American, European, Canadian, whatever they are, and they're looking for love as well from a Dominican, and they going through it too. Sometimes more. That's a whole nother lot. There's a lot of women that I'm never gonna throw nobody into the bus. There's a lot of women that come down here and get abused. Like they'll literally get abused by a Dominican man. And I'm looking at that like you came down here to get abused. Like that's wild, but it happens. So, you know, the women are doing it. That's why I shout out to my ladies. They're doing it too. So they got to look at it from this perspective as well. But I'm talking to the guys as far as women because I'm a guy and we look for women as far as I do. But women are down here looking for love too, bro. Don't get it messed up. Shout out to you, dog team. Gary Jones, what up? Get right in the building. You know what? Let me get my get right. Time out. We'll get back to the second. Get my, you know. Always an unshameless plug. And we have Paradise Life at Flip Flop. Paradise Life Fragrance, excuse me. Woo, mosquitoes gonna bite my ass up. We got Paradise Life Fragrance at Flip Flop. They blessed me with some bottles down here so you can get yours at Flip Flop too. James President, what up? Malcolm Jackson, what up? Nick Webber, yeah, look for the steps. Shout to Nick. Blaze in the building. The movie Sugar Hill. Thank you, Free. My man. Free keychain for free. James, yes, and we're doing a boat party Saturday the 28th. Passport game. Sean McNeil. I know, earn money. I know you married, bro. I know that. Taylor in the building. There we go. I'm sorry, guys, but this is the most honest comment you're gonna find on this live tonight. You the latest dude paying the rent, like. And that's why I said, I'm sorry, not in all cases. I'm just saying when guys go, oh man, she brought me around the family. I'm important. Not always. And not saying this is 100% of the time. I'm just saying for the most part, if you don't communicate, you kind of just are picking up the tab this week. That's the whole fact. I'm telling you. I had this conversation before with you guys, if you watch my videos. Some of y'all don't communicate at home, but y'all be in another country talking about te amo. Like, wait a minute. Oh, also, let me shout out King Samurai. I forgot. He been getting me a little tipsy the past couple of days. Shout out to King Samurai. Pulling up the flip-flop. Definitely much love, bro. So, basically, let me get now. I got to get into this right here. I'm trying to find the comments from the young ladies. Now, I want to say this before I get into this comment. There are plenty of good women in this country. Plenty. What I say is, can you find them? Yes, you can. It's how you go about finding them. There's good women in every country, everywhere in the world. And there's tons of good women in this country. I know a lot. Like I actually know a lot of good women. Some of them are married already because they're that good of a woman. Some of them are waiting for the right guy. Some of them just don't want to go out there and mess with random dudes. They want an actual relationship. They don't just want to mess with a guy. They want someone to actually court them and be with them. So you're gonna say, well, Greg, I left America because I don't want to deal with having to work for a woman. Well, then you don't want a relationship. What you want is a barter system. What you want is to barter for love and hope that she's loyal. You cannot buy loyalty. I'm going to say it again. You cannot buy loyalty. If you don't want to work for a good woman in any country, then you don't want a good woman. It's going to take a little bit of courting. It's going to take a little bit of time. It's not going to be, hey, here's 2,000 pesos. You're my girlfriend. I'm going to buy you a couch. I'm going to buy you a fridge. You're not going to let nobody have sex on that couch. Okay? That makes sense? I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings. And can I get a little bit more in here? Solo un chin más frío. Lo mismo. Merlot. Shout out to Taylor getting me this damn drink. Thank you very much. Hey, shh. Jeter, Jackson Jeter's my dude. Very good dude. Very good dude. Well, T-Mose, we're going to get into that, T-Moses. I'm going to get into that, and I'm going to break a lot of guys' hearts, but I'm going to get into that. I'm going to get into that in a minute. Hey, D. Hicks, hold on. Shout out to my bro, D. Hicks. Hold on. D. Hicks said King Kong made a connection with the blonde-haired girl, so fellas, you can get by without knowing Spanish up front. Just learn that. It actually can happen, but I'm giving you the best case scenarios. It's not. I ain't saying it can't happen, but ain't too many King Kongs running up on a blonde chick, and y'all in love. D. Hicks, you an asshole. I swear to God, I love that though. Bipolar TV, what up with you? I do that as well. I always act like I don't know Spanish. Always. They call me stuck up ahentado because I'll be like, they be like, why he don't talk? I'll be like, yo no hablo mucho español. I love that answer, Douglas. I'm gonna leave that on the screen for a minute. I love that. Y'all can read that answer right there. What he said. This is a part of the show that I'm gonna get into right now. That's gonna blow your mind. James, hit me on the email. Someone post an email, please. I'll give you all information. Tampa Twan, what up, baby? Tampa picking up the tab this week. Cap D, what up? What a hoochie mama. Oh no! Whoa! I'm gonna throw this up. The Haitian government, 100%. It happens. Listen, this is something that happens to locals as well, but they speak the language, so it's not as bad when they get caught up in it because they speak the language, so they can kind of pick up on what's going on. But if you don't speak the language, you'll just be sitting there. Can I get another Brugal? Te amo. I love her. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like, and they're talking. The wildest part is they'll be talking about you and they'll be sitting next to you because they know you have no idea what's going on. And you'll be like, no doubt, man, two sides. And I've seen it. So that's why a lot of people don't like me being around sometimes. They be like, I don't like him. Let me tell you something. If your girlfriend ever tells you flip-flop is closed or she can't stand the food here, there's a reason for it. Girls hate me. And not that I never blow nobody's spot up. That ain't me. I told you guys. But I'll see one girl with her boyfriend today. Then I'll see her with her other boyfriend on Monday. Then I'll see her with her other boyfriend on Wednesday. Because they all come to flip-flop, holla at me, get some drinks. And she just, hey, meet my girl. I'll be like, hey, nice to meet you. So they be embarrassed. But when they find out I don't say nothing, they be like, man, great, they hold it down. But they be like, nah, flip-flop closed. We don't. No, today they closed. Today they renovating. So if your girl ever tell you she can't go to flip-flop because she got bad diarrhea, she ain't trying to be here. Well, no, Joe. That's what I said. It ain't about the town. It ain't about the area. It's where you meet them. If you meet a chick in the street, that's obviously not love. That's just hands down. Unless it's a pretty woman and you're Richard Gere. You know what I'm saying? He said, you know, not that King Kong Jackson. I'm talking about the real King Kong. King Kong the 8th. Gina, you are crazy. That's how you supposed to do it. I'm gonna finish these comments, guys. Exactly, Haitian government. South Jersey, Neil, what's up, baby? No name, okay, no name neither. Shout out to you, bro. Double A, what up? Nah, I'm telling you, if you be like, hey, baby, we going to flip-flop and get some wings. And she like, no, Poppy, flip-flop close. Flip-flop close. Today close. That's because she don't want no parts of seeing my face, knowing I know how many guys she done came to this ball with. I ain't breaking nobody's heart. I'm just letting you know. And she'd be like, no, papi, flip-flop closed. Today, Saturday, it closed. Today, Monday, it closed. When they open again, they may not open ever. And you're going to see me on the live. You're going to be like, I thought they closed. And papi, flip-flop closed forever. We know go. All right, so if you do speak Spanish, I'm going to get into the ladies' comments in a minute. If you are able to communicate, there's other things you need to know. With any woman, a lot of women have emotional damage. They have backgrounds. They have abuses. So sometimes you'll deal with them. I'm talking about Dominican women now. I'm talking about every woman first, but now Dominican women. You'll deal with a Dominican woman who went through some ish. And there's no going to see a doctor or therapy here. So when you get that woman, and she may be genuinely a good woman, you inherit all her baggage. Unknowingly to you, you just inherited someone who may be bipolar, someone who may have been abused, someone who may have been raped, who never went to the police, who never went to therapy, who never did nothing but internalize it. And now this ain't for everybody, but my experience here, I've met a lot of women who told me they went through a lot of ish and couldn't tell nobody. They had to deal with it. It was, who do I tell? No one's going to believe me. One chick told me her family blamed her. So you're dealing with, like in America, we got therapy, we got police, we got all the stuff they could do. Here, they're going through the similar things that some women go through, unfortunately. And there's no therapy. There's no person to guide them through and get better and get over that situation. So if you get a good woman who got abused or went through something, you're literally inheriting that drama that you had no idea happened. And they may never tell you. So sometimes you be like, man, this chick crazy. No, she just been through some stuff and she internalized it over years and years and years. And it's coming out because she cares about you and she doesn't know how to deal with those emotions. That's another thing that I've dealt with that some of you may never understand because you may just cut the chick off because you don't want to deal with it. See if she ran through. Neil, yes, they got Playa Dorado movie theater. They got movie theaters everywhere, but only in Puerto Plata is one. Playa Dorado movie theater. And they do play English movies as well. They'll tell you. It'll say subtitled or in English. She gonna put your food in. Duct tape, man, what up? D in the building. Biggie Smalls in the building. All facts. I'm telling you the truth. I'm giving you stuff I've been through. Listen. Let me read this last comment from my troll, my boy Taylor. I'll get to that later. Taylor, remind me as I finish this other part. So I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get into the information from the girls. I'm telling you what I've been through, my experiences, my conversations. See, I speak Spanish, so I sit there and for years, I've talked to many chicks. I don't hang out that much no more. You don't see me with 5-7 chicks around me no more like I used to, but I used to be around chicks all the time. And one thing I can tell you is I'm giving you real live experiences, not third, second, fourth hand stories, my real experiences. A lot of people will tell you bullshit. They'll tell you a story they heard from someone else. I'm personally telling you what I've been told personally. All right. And I've literally sat there with women and they told me the things they went through. Now, before I get into the young ladies, how they respond, I'm going to tell you a story. My second trip here, my second trip in DR. And this is exactly what the young lady told me. And it's not for everybody, but it goes for a lot of young ladies. Because this happens a lot. Well, it used to happen a lot. Now I'm not too sure, but I know it used to happen a lot back then. She was 24 years old. Beautiful young lady out of Puerto Plata. Actually, out of Santo Domingo, but she lived in Puerto Plata. We kicked it. Her English was okay, and we would kick it. And she told me, I'm a type of dude I investigate. What's up with you? Like, you real cool. You seem like a type of person that could, you go get a job. You can do what you want. You speak. Your English is good enough to get a job. So she broke it down. She said, when I was 14, this Dominican guy came and took me. And they canceled the law now. You can no longer sign your kid over, but there was a time where you could sign your child over and legally have her marry at a young age to an adult. So this dude was in his 40s. She was 14. He came and got her, took care of the family, put her in a house. She has a house. She's going to school. She got this beautiful. She got all this money. She's living good. This dude's taking care of her. As soon as she turned 18, the dude said, "It's time for you to go." She didn't understand it. She was like, "What? Like, I'm your girlfriend." He was like, "No, you're 18. It's time to go." Now, her mother was living good. She was living good. The money's all stopped. She had no kid by him, so it all stopped. She didn't know what to do. The mother goes to her and says, "What are you gonna do? Rent gotta be paid. We've been living good all these years. We had 4 years of living amazing. What are you gonna do?" She decides to go outside and see what's what. She said, "Let me see what's what. I don't know how to do this, but let me see what's what." When your back is to the wall, you become very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very resourceful. Remember the time you ain't had no money and you had no food? If it ever happened to you, you became very resourceful. So she goes out, hits one of the clubs, not even Sasua yet. She meets this drug dealer. And you know me, when guys say they're drug dealers, I'll be like, But he was a real drug. He was a real deal drug. They had bodyguards and all that. Now she's 18, and she just hit the jackpot with this drug dealer. And this drug dealer has wild money, bodyguards. Like, he's the real deal. He's a real deal drug dealer. He's coming every month to see her, sometimes twice a month. He loves her. He falls in love with her. One day she talks to her cousin. He comes out the club, and this is her cousin, a blood cousin. He says, "Hey, it's my cousin, da-da." He ain't trying to hear that. They go back to his crib. He beats the hell out of her because he was jealous. He was like, "You my girl. We've been together for 2 years." He beats the hell out of her. She takes off. She's like, "I couldn't deal with it. He pounded me out like I was a man." And she's literally like 5'2". So she broke out. All the money, she was like, "I can't deal with it because the money don't matter if he's gonna kill me." She bounced. She finds Sasu. Comes here. Says, "Let me see what's up." Still, now the drug dealer's gone. The first boyfriend's gone. She needs money. The mother's like, "Hey, you've been taking care of us. We gotta do something here." Now she actually had a kid. In between the drug dealer, she had a kid. Well, she's out here doing what she's doing. This is as long as I met her my first trip, kicked it with a lot, my second trip. Well, she told me she got into the game because her options were limited. She had no choice. But then when she got into the game, she didn't like it. She actually would always try to get, hopefully one of the guys would wife her up, which they did. But look at those circumstances and ask yourself, I'm on a live right now, I'm busy. Look at those circumstances and ask yourself, if you know anybody that went through something like that could overcome. If you yourself could go through something like that and overcome. It's not easy. There's no welfare. There's no free money. There's no free unemployment because I don't want to work. There's none of that here. So I felt bad for her, but I also understood I come from a different culture. When I was younger, I was on welfare. It is what it is. But at the same time, those options aren't available here. Now, that's why I'm telling you that to tell you how sometimes you'll meet somebody that might be she was a very good person, very good woman. I will say that hands down. But me and her can never have because she was in the street. Had I met her prior to the street, definitely great girl. I've seen her. I saw her 4 years ago one day. Just bumped into her, and we sat, had lunch, talked for about an hour. She's doing great. Some guy married her. She's great. She got fat and all that, so it's cool. But that's just to show you the type of things that a lot of people have to go through. Okay. Now let me get into this. Nah, he really was a drug dealer, Taylor. He definitely was. The way she broke it down, that moment was like, he had bodyguards. Like, ain't nobody walking around with 2 bodyguards. Like, Carl, have a good one, baby. Patrick, what up? Josh in the building. Corey Kurt, what up? That's an old fat Cation gunman. And I've seen that myself. That's a whole, as my man Fox says, that's a whole Snapple fat. They go through a lot, man. But like I said, this young lady went through all of that and still had the mental acumen to be able to continue on and move on. Appreciate the Angry Bus Driver. It is Biggie Smalls because it's the truth. They actually go through this. Now, so I asked a couple of young ladies, what would you say it takes? And I left some of my stuff out because they repeated what I said. What does it take for a man, a non-Dominican man, to meet a good Dominican woman? What do you feel? Give me the ideas that you think men should do. And I left some of my stuff out because I had to tell you guys, they were pretty much on par with what I would be saying anyway. And I probably told you this before. Security.
Hey, don't forget to give a shout out to Restaurant Kenny tonight.
Shout to Kenny. We're gonna do a video with him. Let me stick to the subject at hand. Okay, so let me read what they said. All right, so I asked them. Okay, so the first thing they said, which I just told you guys, and this is all in Spanish, I'm gonna read it in English. First, try to learn the language. And it says, primero, trata de entender el idioma. So it's in Spanish, I'm gonna read it in English. So first, learn the language. That's the first thing they both put, learn the language. No, I'm good right now. Go to decent places. And the reason they said that because they know I'm in Sasua, and they know a lot of guys like Sasua. I argued back and forth. I said, it ain't just Sasua. You can find good women in Sasua. It's just Sasua is known for certain things. But they were saying, go ir a lugares decentes. Go to decent places. I told them I don't agree with that, but I agree go to decent places, like meaning go to somewhere where most people don't go. And you may find, if you go to the circus, you're gonna see clowns. Am I making sense? Now here's one thing they said, and they both said it different ways, but I'm gonna read the first one. The most important, this is in Spanish, but I'll read in English. The most important thing, before you go and start buying gifts, get to know the person. I agree with that. Before you go and start buying gifts, get to know them. A lot of you guys will start buying gifts, then you become the bank rather than getting to know them. Like if you want to go, we go on a date, I'm gonna pay, but don't buy gifts and you haven't got to know the person yet. So they said this, they were like, before you buy gifts, it's important that you get to know them. And the last part was, give time to get to know the person. Don't try to have a relationship next week. Now this is from Dominican women. Okay, so let's read it again. I said this, try to learn a language. Communication, it's going to be hard for you to find a good Dominican woman and you can't talk to her. I don't care how good her English is. I don't care how perfect it is. There's always a part of communication like lost in translation, because her great English, unless she lived in America for many years and understands all our slogans and everything we say, is never going to meet you 100%. It's never. But if you speak Spanish, you'll realize that some of the stuff we say doesn't make sense in Spanish. And some of the stuff they say in Spanish doesn't make sense in English. So you put it together and you combine it and realize and communicate. So I get what she's saying there. Go to decent places. I totally get that. Don't just go to Classico and expect you're going to find Mrs. Right. I totally agree with that. And then the most important thing, get to know them before you buy gifts. Before you let your money be your relationship, get to know them. Take the time to get to know them. And then the last part was take the time to get to know them. So right now you're saying, well, Greg, I didn't leave America to get to know these women and have to deal with that. Well, brother, you don't want a good woman. You want a part-time lover. You want a stipend. Someone you got on stipend. Someone you got on payroll. You don't want a good woman. Because the fact is, anywhere in the world, if you really want a good woman, you have to invest a little bit of time. Not money, but a little bit of time. A lot of men, and that's why I love when she typed that, a lot of men will think their money buys them a relationship and buys them loyalty. It don't.
Wow, man.
It don't.
Can I
hold on. Let me finish, Steve. I'm on a roll. It does not buy you a loyalty. What it buys you is time to spend more of your money. You want to separate a fool from his money. It's the easiest thing to do. All right, there's so many ways. And a woman and vagina can separate a fool from his money at any moment in time. What you have to realize is, and this is two women, that good women, they're doing their thing. They gave you this advice. I didn't have them on the show because I just can't. I tell you, I just don't put any chick on my channel. There's reasons some chicks have husbands, boyfriends. So I respect their privacy, and I just don't put them on TV. But I talk to them. I still have conversations. You literally have to get to know the person. Maybe learn a language, at least a little bit. Give a little bit of Spanish, because like I said, their perfect English is not going to communicate properly to every word that we say. All our slogans and our sayings and our sarcasm is never going to make perfect sense. Trust me, I know. Okay, go on Google right now and type some smart ass response and watch how it comes out in Google. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure I'm 100% sure. I'm gonna say this and they're gonna demonetize me. I don't care. Some of you guys have typed bitch in your Google Translate, and that's dog. Bitch is female dog, right? So when you call them a dog, it's not like saying bitch is bad anyway, but it's not like saying bitch to an American woman. You're literally calling this Dominican woman a dog. It's lost in translation, fellas. It's like way worse than calling a woman a cunt or something like that. So understand that that's a really bad thing. And some of you guys right now like, yeah, I did. I typed bitch last night. Yeah, you did. And you literally, what you said to her was way worse than bitch. You called her a dog. So understand, you got learning the language helps a lot. If you want to find a good woman. If you slam bam, thank you, ma'am. Ladies, if you sanky panky, I'm all happy. Cool. No problem. But if you want a real relationship and you want to have value, you want to say, listen, this person cares about me, I care about them, you should be trying to communicate a little bit. Let me see this comment. But a lot of people don't want to take the time. I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna catch you on these comments real quick.
I didn't mean to interrupt. My point was going to be, rather than send money to a lady, come here first.
I mean, but yeah,
Send the money. Don't send them money. Just come here firsthand. That's all.
a lot of guys will send money because they want to help, and I don't mind that. You want to help, you want to help.
No, I know.
But don't think you're buying love. You're not buying love. Appreciate that, Miguel. Yeah, hit that. How many thumbs up we got? Why the thumbs up ain't popping? We got 110 alive right now. 100%. WD, I'm telling you, I actually talked to him. Man, the stories I've heard have blown my mind. Stories I've heard have blown my mind. Doug said, Sunday service on a Wednesday. Yes, sir. Bro, if your girl tells you I'm closed, that means she don't want to see my face. She want to make sure she hide. Very loyal in the building. Appreciate that, WD. Appreciate that, dog team. And that's, here's the thing. Angry Bashava, a foreign woman will appreciate it. And that's another thing. Now, a foreign woman, Dominican woman, will appreciate a good man. If you're not just slam bam, thank you, man. Now I'm going to break some other things down to you about how to find a good Dominican woman. It is taboo. I've said this before. It is taboo for a Dominican woman to be out rocking with a gringo. It's taboo. If a Dominican woman is seen with a gringo, most of the time, their friends and family view them as a whore. But if you entrench yourself and you get to know this woman, and then she's talked about you to the family, and she says, hey, I got this guy. He's American, or European, whatever he is, Canadian. He's a really nice guy. And I've known him for a while. I'd like to bring him around you guys and meet you. It's a different level. But the first response when they see us with them is, look at my whore daughter. And I'm sorry to say, but it's for the most part, it's what it is. Not everywhere, but for the most part in this culture, if a chick is seen with an American, European, or Canadian, and we out and about, we in Chalos, we in Santiago and Lavera Bar, they calling her a whore. Now, they don't know from the outside looking in, but that's automatically what they think. So you got to get past that obstacle first, okay? Case in point, my ex-fiance, we could not be seen together for the first 2 months of us being together. Actually, not just chilling, actually being together in a relationship. We could not be seen together. Because even she was like, I can't have nobody talking about me. Like, I care about you. I really like you. But we got to, until we get really serious, I can't have nobody talking about me, trashing my name. Because being with you will make me look like a... And I didn't understand it. Then when I understood it, I realized, okay, she's right. And I got to know, like, that's how they view us. They think a lot of us only come here for sex. And a lot of us do. So they're not wrong. That's why when they see you with their daughter, they go, what are you doing? We know what you want. You just want slam bam, you out of here. So you got to understand that obstacle as well in trying to find a good woman. You got to get past, you got to get through to her, get over the obstacle of the family, and really really got to kick it with the family. You might have to kick it to the dad. You might have to really talk to the dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like you may feel like a kid again, like you were a teenager picking up a girl. Like, remember you went to the teenager and you went to the chick house and her dad was there and he like, yo, what up? What you want my daughter? I don't care how old you are. You may have to go through that again. Because this man wants to know who you are, what you want with his daughter. If he's in her life. And that's also a plus. Oh, I can't talk about that, bro. Oh, shout out to my boy Ken, FFFTP channel. My Get Money guy. Shout out to you, draw that Q6, baby. Thank you, Joe. Relationship is work. I'm gonna leave that up there. It's work regardless of location. If you want a real relationship, you have to work for it. I don't care where you go. Now, some guys are watching this. I'd rather pay. Cool. But don't tell me you want a good woman. Don't tell me you want a good woman Rob, Greg, what's up with you? Andrew, shout out to you. Reggie BX in the building.
Reggie, God bless from Seagull.
Machete don't tweet, you already know. You already know. Moose in the building. What's up, brother Moose? Definitely, I think that, listen, I've said it a million times, speaking a language helps. Listen, there are a lot of people. There's people on YouTube as well. By the way, we have 41 Sasua YouTubers. I'm so glad I could inspire a lot of people. Taylor was just here. I'm sure Taylor feels happy he can inspire a lot of people. 41 Sasua YouTubers. Don't tell me this ain't the most popular place on earth. Anyway, learning the language will help you above and beyond, not just finding a good woman, but your travels, your adventures, you're going to parties, you're going to different things, rivers, all that. I'm telling you, it's so different. Now, there's a lot of people who don't speak any Spanish, and no knock on them, but they can only live in a bubble. They can't go to other parts of the country. They can't go to other towns. They can't do it. Unless they got a guide. But I've shown you by traveling this country. I've shown you by going all these places. Just speaking a language is like, it's not no science. This ain't scientific what I do. I speak the language, I know the culture, I kick it with people. I built my network amongst Americans, Canadians, Europeans, and Dominicans because I go out there and talk. I told you, I got all types of stuff going on with all types of nationalities and a lot of Dominicans. So, you know, but speaking the language will help you in leaps and bounds, even on just your visits. Bro, you got Duolingo, you got Don Omar up here, his channel. You got so many channels of Spanish. You got so many opportunities to help you learn a little bit of Spanish. And the reason I say a little bit, because once you learn a little bit, it'll open the door to a whole much more Spanish. Trust me. Well, you know what, dog team, that Dominican women who hate Dominican men. Now, I always get it, girls, a lot of chicks about this. I'm like, well, you had a baby bump. Well, you was with him for years. They get turned, but some, let's go into that. Some will hate Dominican men because the dude did them dirty. Or they just like, the dude wants this from me and I want a different life. So some, yeah, but then some are full of shit. Some of them, I hate Dominican men, I hate that. And they're texting you that laying in bed next to their boyfriend. But then there are some who literally, they're with their people. There's nothing wrong with that. They're with their people as normal. They should be. But then they get done dirty and they turn around and actually do hate them. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of goes both ways. A whole fact. And we looked at as weird. The dog team, you on point right now. A whole Snapple fact that my man Fox says. Dennis Strong, I'm open 9:30 every day. We're open till 10 or later if there's an event on or a game, but 9:30 every day. And we open 8 a.m. for breakfast. Don't forget that, guys. Best breakfast in town. I agree with that, bro. But not just hate their people. They won't be in a relationship with another one of their people, if that makes sense. And I agree with that comment. I definitely do. Facts. And I got to watch that video. I appreciate that, dog team. Shout out to you. Shout out to your channel. WD, your girl is 135% faithful to you when you leave the DR. NYC King, what up, baby? Shout out to you. Damn, I went past the comments. My fault. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay. Rosetta Stone. I used to do that. Cool KT in the building. Shout out to the bro. Backpack Val in the building. The champ. Get you some champion wings. You already know. Miguel, you know I ain't gonna tell you no lies, man. I've been here too long. I don't want to come out here and make up stories and tell you BS. I literally have experiences that I can really share with you because I sit with Dominicans. Look, I'm gonna tell you a funny story before I get into the flip side. 1 second. I'm gonna tell you a funny story. So, Dennis, I actually had somebody, but we got Don Omar, so Don Omar's doing the Spanish lesson. You already know, baby. I actually had. I was chilling in the campo one day with this young lady I know. So there was a little barbecue next to it, like a little patadilla, a barbecue and whatever. So it came out, got some rum, whatever, got some whiskey. This was a couple years ago. So it's about it's me, like 10 chicks, varied ages from 17 to 40. A couple kids running around, and then some dudes from same ages, about 17 to 50. And so we kicking it. And like I said, I'm real quiet. Like I talk when I get, when I get loose, I talk. But I'm real quiet. So one of the dudes recognized me from Sosua. He actually used to work in a casino. And he goes, "Oh, I know him. You live in Sosua. You that American dude. You always hit." I'm like, "Yeah." Introduced myself. We never actually met, so I introduced myself, and we spoke. And he's like, "Yeah, I see you all the time. I always see you. I work in the casino." I said, "I recognize you. Cool." So the girl I'm kicking it with is like, "Yeah, Greg. Everybody know Greg." So then there's two other dudes that I've seen before, but I don't know them. I've seen them before. Now we're only a few miles down the road. We're literally in right after the Montiano area called Gran Parada. We're right in there in the hood, but in the country, in the back. If you ever been on my ATV rides and we went to the pool, that's Gran Parada. So I'm over there chilling with these people, and a little bar playing music, everybody talking. Now, what piqued my interest was how the Dominicans were talking about Sosua. 3 of those guys worked there. I'm sorry, 2 worked in Sosua. 1 was a motor concho in Sosua. So 3 of the guys worked in Sosua. The girl I was kicking it with, she was turn down a little bit. See? The girl I was kicking it with, she actually had a job in Sosua. And a couple of girls had been through Sosua, coming to check her at the job and all that. Steve, turn down a little bit. So what ended up happening was, we're all kicking it, and Sosua comes up because they mentioned me about Sosua. So one of the dudes who were at the casino started talking. His exact words. And I'll never forget this, because I've already had this conversation, but it blew my mind how nonchalant he was. His exact words were, "A lot of you Americans are stupid." I was like, "What you mean?" He said, "No disrespect to you." He said, "You obviously do your thing. You know your ish. I've seen you around. I've seen you with different women. I know you know your ish because you live here." He said, "But how could you go and look for love and pay $100 thinking you'll find love?" He said, "That's stupid." And I was like, "Do tell. I'm all ears. I want to hear your opinion on this." And it's a real conversation, not no story, not nothing made up. It's a real conversation I had with this man. Like I said, it's a group of us, but he had the floor because I was really like, I want to hear this. I was excited to hear his opinion on us. He said, "Man, if you go in there to get some booty," he didn't say booty, but to get some booty, that's cool. That's all good. In and out, do your thing. I don't care how much you pay. He said, "Because I know what I'm paying." And I'm like, "All right, cool." He said, "But a lot of you guys come wanting to fall in love." And I was like, well, why do you say that? Like, what do you have that makes you say that? I know you work in Sasua, but I don't know your interaction with everybody. I've only seen you. He's like, no, I see a lot of you guys, and I talk to a lot of the girls. He said, I'll be in a cabana with this chick that I met. We kick it. Of course, I'm gonna pay her a little something. He said, what I pay is nothing. It's nobody's business because it's not gonna be nothing with y'all tourist pay. He said, but I'm paying for the booty. He said, you paying for the love. He said, I'm literally with this woman and I'm getting the booty. And I know what I'm getting. I'm in and out. And he said, but you have paid her for the booty and the heart. He said, the cortisone and the cortisone. And I was like, good analogy. Have you experienced that a lot? He said, every day. He said, when I see these guys going crazy over these girls, and he was mainly talking about street chicks. He wasn't talking about everybody. He said it specifically, street chicks. Because even the chick I was dealing with, she was like, nigga, what? He was like, no, not you. I'm talking about the street chicks. And I see you guys, he said, don't get me wrong. Some of you guys just come to get the booty. He said, but a lot of guys, when they get the booty, they fall in love. He said, I had a chick tell me one time after we left the cabana, I really like you. The girl said, I really like you. I think you're special. And he told me to my face in front of all these people, bitch, if you don't get out my face with that BS, go tell that to them gringos. Everybody applauded, everybody laughed, it was jokes. But I realized something. He's right. A lot of guys want love, but you want it the fast way. You want to go on a block and pay for some love. You want to, like people going to buy drugs. You want to go on a block. Let me get some love. Hey, you got love? 2.5? I got it. I got love. 2.5 over here. Come on over here. 2.5. I got love. You want to buy the love, and he's right. But nobody wants to put the work in to go get a normal chick or vet her out or get to know her to find out if you can actually have that relationship. So that's a real conversation with Dominicans. I've got tons of conversation with Dominicans. I actually kick it with Dominicans.
Fucking smart, by the way.
It is.
No, I do.
But the reality is, this is what it is. This is just what it is. And he's literally like, I see it all the time. Guys, enjoy your vacation, enjoy your time. I'm only trying to tell you how to meet a good Dominican woman, because there are plenty out there. I'm not even making it up. You're gonna be like, Greg, you're BS, and there's tons. And it's no matter where you meet them at. Like I said, my ex-fiance, I met her in Sasua. Matter of fact, I met her in Winner's Circle. Matter of fact, it's now called Brick City Flame, owned by my man, Vince. It used to be Winner's Circle. I met her in that bar when it was a big circle. That's where I met my ex-fiance. And she was not a street chick. I didn't know. Matter of fact, I'll tell you an embarrassing story because it's embarrassing when I say it. I went back home after meeting her. And the first thing I said to her, we talk, normal conversation. Then this is text message. There was no WhatsApp. There was no Google Translate. Like I said, I go back. I text her and I say, hey, I'll be back there in 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, whatever it was. I'll be back in 2 or 3 weeks. I said, what do you want? My exact words. What do you want for your time? You know what she said to me? She said, that's the most disrespectful thing you could say to a woman. I said, what do you mean? Remember, I don't even been coming here like 3 years. Maybe 3 years, maybe 4. And she was like, that's so disrespectful. I'm not a hooker. And I said, I didn't know. I met you at Winter Circle. How am I supposed to know? And couldn't find out, she was one of the top bartenders and managers in all of Sasua, making more money than most people in this town as far as actual job. And we had, like I said, a 3-4 year relationship. But I didn't know. So like I said, I'm not going to say you can't meet him in the sewer. I'm going to say if you meet him on the street, it's probably not a good idea. Now let me get into this comments, then I'm going to do the flip side. 1 second. Catch him with the comments. Give me 1 minute. Catch him with the comments. I get into the flip side right now. That's also true. Shout to the homie. That's also true. A lot of women aren't taught. They're taught to please a man. They're taught to take care of a man, but they're not taught what a relationship is. They're not actually taught this is how a relationship should go. I agree with that, bro. And I will say that, Dog Team, you on one. I gotta get you on the show next time, Dog Team. You are making nothing but great points tonight. Shout out to Dog Team, making great points. The best way to do it. Sometimes you want to be here and learn it, do the classes, Duolingo, but the more you're around it, it'll actually pick up a little bit more. But you should study as well. I agree with that. I didn't say that. No, not every. We're not going to put everybody in the box. We're not going to do that. I'm just giving you stories and versions that I know of. Not everybody. Chapapa TV, my bro. What up to the brother? Shout out to my dude out there. A whole fact. Money can't buy love. Like I said, let me get through these comments and I'm going to get into the flip side for you guys. I'm not going to get out of here yet. Ambitious, I can't say. He wouldn't say. He was just like, I don't pay what you bet. Shay Star, what up? Can we make that a sticky? No name needed. It's a 245. Get those likes up. Appreciate that. 905 Birdman in the building. What's up, brother? 100%. 100%, Rob Greg. Shout out to my bro. But I'm gonna say something, Passport Gang. I'm a man first, and I'm selfish. I'm about myself. It's my way or the highway. Any woman I dealt with will tell you that. But sorry, I had the refresh thing on it. But sometimes you gotta, and I'm not saying you, Passport Gang. I'm using your comment as an example because I've seen it. But when you think you training them, make sure they're not training you. And that also goes for American women too. When you think you training them, make sure they're not training you. Does that make sense? Zara, you started on his food? Started? Okay. Can you just give me a little bit more so I can finish my show up, please? Merlot, please. Thank you. I want to say Zara's like employee of the year. I just gotta tell you that. Even though it's only March, you're like employee of the year. You're like the best. Zara's like the best.
He's lying.
What up, Gendry? Shout out to Gendry. Rude, yes, I was in Brazil, brother. Sorry about that. I'm back, though. And we'll be in Cartagena in 9 days. All right, so that, like I said, it's differences in opinions, but you guys get the gist. And like I said, guys, I'll never tell you no bullshit. I'll never tell you no, let me pull up my flip side. I'll never tell you no nonsense. And do good girls cook? Yeah, they cook too. Like they cook. So don't be like, oh man, she cooked for me. Hello, it's spaghetti. It takes water and sauce. Like, hello. You're like, oh man, you know she cooked. Hold on one second. I'll be messing with some of y'all sometimes. I know some guys get mad. Why he say that? He talking to me now. I'm not talking to you, but I'm talking to you. All right. I got Gendry. Shout out to Gendry. Most of the women worldwide, they're good when they're independent. And shout to the alpha. Well, there's not many alphas, but shout to those guys who are. Let me get to the flip side. So, end of the show, we do the flip side. So I want to say something. In my life, I've had the pleasure of knowing genuine good women, probably 20 or 30. Genuine. And I mean, when I say 20 or 30, meaning friends, I have a lot of female friends, associates that I got to know them personally, women I dealt with, and women I knew from the outside looking in, that I could see how they move, how they do things, and I could tell they were genuinely good. I'm going to speak from this guy right here. I was married. I got divorced. My ex-wife was a great American black woman. I messed it up. I was a piece of shit. Never lie about it. I'm never going to tell you no lies. I sometimes am not a good person. All right? My daughter, baby Grace, who you guys see on my Instagram, you guys see in my post, who's not, I have no favorites of my children, but I love her to death. She actually looks like me right now. I remember one day I was super sick. And I told her mother, if I die, search for the money, because I hide money everywhere. Because I was that sick. I was like, if I die, just make sure you look behind the crevices and pick up the tile, look for the money. Because there's a lot of money. I hide it. And I'm being sarcastic, but I'm being real because I was really sick. I forgot what it was. I was really sick. I was really in pain. This was like years and years ago. And you know what she said to me? She said, bad people don't die. You'll be all right. I'll see you in a few days. And it stuck with me. Now, I'm not a bad person. Not a bad person at all. I'm actually a pretty dope person, if you get to know me. But when it comes to my relationships, I will be 100% honest. I'm my father's child. I come first. It's my way or no way. And it takes a very strong woman to deal with me. It takes a very strong woman to even be in my life. It takes a very strong woman to have my child. I'll never lie about that. But I will tell you, I've watched a lot of you guys. Some of you are watching this right now. I've watched a lot of men who go ape shit over women. You guys, if you guys ever watch any of these videos, you know I love women. Thanks to my dad, I've never had a problem with women in my life. My confidence, with fat, skinny, diesel, whatever it is, I don't have a problem with women. I've just never had that issue. But I will never go ape shit over anyone. I've turned down women, and this is not to brag. I'm giving you a story, a timeline. I've turned down women and ignored women that other men went crazy over. And the whole time while I'm ignoring these women, they actually want me. But I'll never see it because if I see guys, oh my God, she's so beautiful. I'm like, have you guys seen my sister? My sister's beautiful. I've been around beautiful my whole life, besides models, singers, whatever. But what I've seen from a lot of men is that the beauty will make you lose your common sense. The booty will make you forget your duty. And I did not plan that. I did not plan that at all. The booty will make you forget your duty as a man. Now, ladies, I'm going to talk to you in a second. If you're still watching, ladies, I'm going to talk to you in a second. But to my men, everybody does not have confidence. That alpha, beta crap, there's such a low percent of alpha males. Sometimes I question if I'm an alpha, so I don't even talk about it. That's what I don't even talk about. Someone called me an omega one time, whatever that is. Whatever. So don't worry about alpha, beta. Focus on your confidence. Focus on your fears. Focus on being rejected and being able to overcome that. I've said it in another live. And I say all that to say this. Looks has nothing to do with getting a woman. Money has nothing to do with getting a woman. You're going to say, well, great. Guys with money get women. Yes, you get shallow women who want your money. You don't get real women who want to be with you. If you're flashing bucks, every woman wants to be with you. But if you're confident and have some substance to your conversation, most women want to be with you too. Some of you guys know some of the ugliest mofos. They got some of the baddest chicks. And you always go, how? And you be like, he got money. No. Remember Biggie? Biggie said, black and ugly as ever, whatever. If you know you're not the prettiest mofo, you got nothing to lose. Why worry about what people think? You know what a woman respects? The confidence. A woman respects that you know you ugly and you still approach it. You know you fat and you still approach it. You know you skinny and you still approach it. They respect that one, ain't it? So confidence, guys, goes a long way. That'll help you find a good woman anywhere in the world. I'm speaking about DR because I know this culture and I'm speaking on what I know. I can't speak on Colombia getting a good woman because I haven't met a good woman in Colombia. I can't speak on Brazil getting a good woman because I haven't met a good woman. That's a lie. I have. But I'm speaking on DR because I know DR. This is the culture I'm a part of. This is where I live. This is where I've been for 15 years. So I'm speaking on here. And I've been on the street. I've been in the mountain. I've been in the barrio. I've been in the camp. I've been everywhere. So I'm speaking from experience. So all my men, if you want a part-time lover, keep doing what you're doing. But if you're looking for a good woman, it will take some work. It will take some effort. I'm sorry, but that's just life. Anywhere in the world, if you want a good woman, it's going to take a little bit of effort. It's going to take a couple of no's for somebody to say yes. Now, to my ladies, if you're still watching at this moment, the same goes for you. We have a lot of women that come down here, some older, looking for love, and they don't always find it. They find someone who wants a crush. And no knock on my Dominican homies. There are some men that only want a crush. They want someone to take them back to another country, Canada, Europe, America, and help them live this life. I've seen, and I'm going to tell you guys this because you're not going to believe me. I've seen more women go through drama with their Dominican boyfriend, husband, and I've seen men go through drama. And some of you guys are going to say, no way. Yes way. Because women come looking for love as well. Remember Stella got her groove back? They're not just going to Jamaica. They're here in DR. And if you've heard me say it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Latin affection is second to none. You've never known affection until a Latin man or woman has shown you love. And you're like, no way, Greg. Some of you guys never had a hug before. Ladies and men, I'm talking both of y'all. Some of y'all never had a hug before. Someone never embraced you with a tight, loving hug. A Dominican will. It'll make you feel like you just hit the lotto. And if you never had it before, it will blow your mind. Some of you never been kissed on your forehead. A Dominican will. You ever feel that chill when you kiss right? You get that, ooh, get that kiss right there. Some of you never felt it. A Dominican will, and make you feel like gold. Some of you never heard whisper in your ear. Damn. So a lot of people get wrapped up in the Latin affection. But you also got to keep your head about you and focus on what's real and in your face. So I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna read the last couple of comments. I'm gonna end this like this. I'm gonna read the last couple of comments before I get out of here, and I'm gonna respond to the 31 comments right now. Focus on yourself. If you really want to find love, you have to put the work in. You just have to. There's no way around it. There's no cheat code. There's no, well, hey, I know I got a friend. I got a hookup. It's just not gonna happen. If you want a true relationship anywhere in the world, you have to communicate. You have to show interest. You have to spend time. Now, when I told the first part of that story, I was also forgot to mention my ex-fiance, who was a great woman. I brag about all the time. She's the reason I became who I became in this town. She allowed me to go do my parties, allowed me to do my events, all that. But I was a piece of shit. I took responsibility for it. I take from who I am. I know who I am. I was a piece of shit. This woman loved me beyond belief. I don't know that I can say, women have, I've had women love me. That's a lie. But I don't know that I can say that before her, even though I had my ex-wife, before her, I had a woman that loved me that much. And my ex-wife loved me. But I don't know if I had a woman that loved me that much. Like, I was about to get married for a second time. So it's possible. Just gotta put the effort in. Let me get to these comments here. One second. Gotta go back to the comments. Damn it, comments. All right, let me pull up some of my last comments. Okay, I was right there. Moose. Reverse ego. What? What'd you say? No, can you give me a glass to go, please? This way you can. I'm done with this too. 2-9, what's up, baby? Appreciate it, Neil. Much appreciated, bro. I keep it honest, man. I don't know whether to keep it. A1J, what up? Basketball game said, I got to get to Cuba. We still got to talk about Cuba, bro. Root the Coop, shout out to you. I don't know what a Sigma is. I don't know, but all right, shout out to you. And definitely get those trees up, y'all, as I read the rest of these comments and I respond to these comments. That's 100%. That's another thing. Right there. You ain't got to control the woman, but you control the room, you control things around you. Women love power. Like this country, for what it's worth, Dominicans are very machismo. They call it machismo. Like being strong and being macho. They like that. So but all women like a strong man. So just being a little bit strong, you actually go a long way. And that comes with confidence. ATL old head, what up? Hey, man. Hey, ATL old head. That's my old head voice. Shout out to you, bro. There you go. Y'all quoting that line, right? Facts. Like she won't let you go. Right. Rosia Rude, shout out to you. Dennis, man, I'm hoping World War III don't happen, bro. That's all I care about. Like, Putin's lost his damn mom. Drake Smooth said in C-Town. Shout out to you, bro. Salute to you, Drake. DYB Lifestyle, shout out to you. No doubt, shout out to you, ATL old head. I love that name, by the way. Dominican. And it's not a knock on the you guys. A lot of guys say I be hating on Colombia. I don't. But in my experience, my multiple trips to Colombia, I've never met, like, even Colombians even look at us like, bang, way worse. At least the Dominican will give you some type of affection. Colombians look at us like a straight bang. So, straight what it is. All right. So after she loves me and we married, how can I cheat in peace? Just get you a woman that allows you to cheat openly. Tell her, hey, I love what Tyrese saying, baby boy. I love you, but I bitch. I don't know. I know what I'm going to do. I can't tell you on live because people don't watch it. Johnny Flago, you an asshole. Shout out to Flago. Definitely, man. I just found that out. Rest in peace, Razor Ramon, man. That was crazy, man. Definitely one of my favorite. And you know, that's where The Rock got his style from. He says it. Rock got a lot of what he took. He took a lot of it from Razor Ramon. He actually posted it too, but he always said that Razor Ramon one of his favorites. There's really no one area. I said at the beginning of this live, there's no one area. You kind of got to vet them out and get to know them. There's no one area I could tell you, hey, go to this town and it's all good women. That's not true. No one can tell you that. That's like dudes be saying, this town right here got the baddest chicks. That just shows me they never seen no bad chicks. That's all. And a lot of guys hate me when I say this, but I'm telling you, if you could tell me one area got the best looking women, that means you've never seen beautiful women. Zara said it's a suit. She wants you to come get a drink. Excuse me. So guys, if you got any questions, you can post it on the comment section. We will recap this again and do another live about this. But feel free to post all that. Just the one. Oh, see, you want a to-go cup? I just want mine. Yeah, it's definitely more affectionate than Columbia. I gotta say that. 10 roof all day, 10 roof with the walls. So we'll in the comment section. I'll put my pinned comment as usual, but you guys can put your questions or your comments in the comment section. I will respond, and we will do another live about this topic again. I'll answer your questions. So stay tuned for more. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate all you guys rocking me for Wednesday Night Raw. See you very soon. You better hit that notification bell because very, very soon. Appreciate all y'all. Much love from me to you.